924. For each pair of x-intercepts given below, write an equation for a quadratic function in standard form that has these x-intercepts. Okay, so what we learned is the zero product property is going to help us with this, and we learned that y equals, well actually let's work backwards. If we know that x equals -3 and x equals 2, we can work backwards. So if you bring -3 back to the other side, you're going to get x plus 3 equals 0 and x minus 2 equals 0. And we know that if both of these equal 0, we know that 0 equals x plus 3 times x minus 2. And so they want us to write a quadratic in standard form that has these x-intercepts. Okay, so now I multiply these. Now, some of you may need help multiplying. Remember, you can use an area model. So your area model would be x and 3 and x minus 2. So x times x is x squared, 3 times x is 3x, x times -2 is minus 2x, 3 times -2 is what, -6. So then y equals, what do we got here? We've got x squared, -2x plus 3x is plus x minus 6. Okay, and so that is our equation in standard form with x-intercepts of -3, 0 and 2, 0. Alright, so now what we want to do is we want to do the next problem, and the next problem is the same thing. We know that x equals -3, and we know that x equals 1/2. So we're moving backwards, so we're going to go this way. So then we know x equals, x plus 3 equals 0. Now we're gonna, with this x equals 1/2, we want to break that into two steps, and you'll see why in a second. So we have 1 divided by 2. What's the opposite of divide? Multiply. So if I multiply this side by 2, then multiply this side by 2. So then you get 2x equals 1. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to bring the 1 over, so we subtract 1, so you get 2x minus 1 equals 0. So now my equation is going to be x plus 3 times 2x minus 1. Now the problem with this equation is it is in factored form, and to get it into standard form we need to multiply those. So you have x, 3, 2x minus 1, so you get 2x squared, 6x, negative x, and then -3. So then y is going to equal 2x squared, 6x minus x is plus 5x, and then minus 3. And that is your last equation.